वंदे गुरुपद्वंदं भक्तबिंदसमन्वितं श्रीचैतन्य प्रभुं वंदे नित्यानन्दसहोदितं श्रीनन्दनन्दनं वंदे राधिका चरणोदयं गोपीजनसमायुक्तं बिन्दावनं मनोहरम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयतिगिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। वृन्दावै तुलसीदेव वै पिया वै केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रददेवी सत्त्ववत्त्वयि नमो नमः। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयो मुदीरये। संकीर्तने कृष्ण कथोपदेशे गौरीयपत्रस्य प्रकाशने च सदानुरक्तो गुरुभक्तियुक्तो भक्तिप्रमोदाक्ष जगोद्वरुण्य धैर्यं सदा परिभवग्नमविष्टदोहं तीर्थास्पदं शिवविरञ्चनुतं शरण्यं भीतात्यहं वनदपालभवद्दिभूतं वन्दे महापुरुषं ते चरुणारविन्दं यत्पादपल्लवनखचन्दमनिच्छटाय विस्फुरिजित किमपि किमपि गोपवधू स्वदर्शि पूर्णानुरागरससागरसारमूर्तिः साराधिका मयि कदा कृपां करोतु। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौरभक्तबिंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौरभक्तबिंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। आजानुलंबित भुजौ कनकाबदातो संकीर्तनैकपितरो कमलायुताक्षो विश्वाम्बरो द्विजवरो जुगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमामि गंगे तव पादपङ्कजं सुरासुरैर्वन्दितो दिव्यरूपं भुक्तिं च मुक्तिं च ददासि नित्यं भावानुरूपेण सदा नराणां। गंगातरङ्गरमणीयजटाकलापं गौरी निरन्तरविभूषिः त्ववामभागं नारायणो प्रियमनङ्गमदापहारं वाराणसीपुरपति भजवीशनाथं। वागीशजुष्य वदने लक्ष्मीर्यस्य च वक्षसि यस्यास्ति हृदयसंवित् त्वं नृसिंहमहं भजे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। फुलेन्दुवरकान्तिमिन्दुवदनं वरहावुत्तं सप्रियं शिवाशङ्कमुदरकौस्तुभोद्धरं पीताम्बरं सुन्दरं गोपीनां नयनोत्पलार्चिततनुं गोपसङ्घावृतं Govindo Kalavenuvadanam Param Divyangam Bhushanam Bhaje Kosturi Tilakam Lalat Patale Bhakkostale Kostuham Nashagrevar Moktikam Karatale Venu Kare Kankanam Sarvange Hari Chandanam Sulalitam Kanthe Jamukta Gopastri Pariveshchito Vijayate Gopalo Churamani Balaha Pirabhiramam Migamadatilakam Kundalakantagandam Kanjaksham Kumbhukantam Smita Subhagamukam Sadarinyastabinum Shyamam Santam Tribhangam Ravikaravasanam Bhushanam Vayanta Bande Vindavanastam Jivati Satabritam Brahma Gopalavesham Fulendi Varakanti Minduvadanam Barahavattam Sapriyam Sivasankamudara Kostubadharam Pitambaram Sundaram Gopinam Nanatpalarchitatanam Go Gopo Shangabritam Govindam Kalavenuvadanam Param Divyangyo Bhushanam Bhaji Kosturi Tilakam Lalatu Patale Bhakkostale Kostubham Nashagrevar Moktikam Karatale Venu Kare Kankanam Sarvange Hari Chandanam Sulalitam Kanthe Chamukta Gopasti Parivestito Vijayate Gopalo Churamani Baraha Pirabhiramam Migamadadilakam Kundalakrantagandam Kanjaksham Kumbhukantam Smita Subhagavukam Sadarinyastabinum Shyamam Santam Trivangam Ravikaravasanam Bhushanam Vayanta Bande Vindavanastam Jivati Satabritam Brahma Gopalavesham. Gauri Vashtipati Sisila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Jagadguru told, those who are trying to get control over this society, Prabhupada speaking, those who are always trying to get control over the society, their controlling power, they want. Always they want. Their bondage is maximum most bondage. Those who are always want to get control over somebody, some society, in that case their bondage is more and more tight bondage. Nobody can avoid, so tight. Na tatha asya bhavet bandho, bandhasyanna prasangataha, yashit sangyat yatha pungsha tatha satsangi sangata. You can remember this sloka. Na tatha asya bhavet bandho. This kind of bondage you cannot expect. So tight bondage. When it is written in Shastra, na tatha asya bhavet bandho, asyo, kasyo. For whom? Who is going to get control over society? Everybody. Na tatha asya bhavet. That means Joshi Sangha. It is like mathematics. It is like mathematics, just Asasanga. It is like Joshi Sangha, it is Asasanga, all same. So, we know from Shastra, na tatha asya bhavet bandho, bandhasya anna prasangataha, yashit sangad yatha pungsha tatha satsangi sangata. The kind of bondage you cannot expect, so tight bondage, when you are going to get asasanga, Joshit Sangha. And the man who is going to mix with that man who is already getting asasanga, who is getting asasanga, who is doing asasanga, at the same time, the man who is already doing asasanga, I mean Joshi Sangha, with him, if somebody going to mix, is called bondage, tight bondage. And Joshi Sangha means Pratishtha is the topmost Joshi. So why people want to get control over others? It's simple, about Pratishtha. It is like mathematics. So, as per Shastra and Bhagavatam we know, na tatha asya bhavet bandha, bandhasya anna prasangataha, Joshi Sangha jatha pungsho, tatha tatsangi sangata. Joshi Sangha, this word, we in Gaudiya society we hear. All other different spiritual organizations, they have no clear idea about this Jasis Sangha. But we have clear idea by the mercy of our Guru Varga. Jasis Sangha means, Bhaktivinoda Thakur speaking, any object or any man, if you have any enjoying mood about that object or about that man or woman, that is called Jasis Sangha. And Pratishtha is a very, very fine Joshit. You cannot externally find, you cannot find woman is there. But in fine form, Joshit is there. Prabhupada speaking, those Mayavadi, they always there, have some false ego, that we are out of Maya, we are always out of Joshit Sangha, we have topmost renunciation. But Prabhupada speaking, they are foolish. Externally, surely they are going to show their topmost renouncement. But internally, their renouncement is vacant, nothing. Because, Prabhupada speaking, they are going to leave external woman, externally they are going to avoid woman association or money, everything, they are not going to take anything, everything. But they cannot avoid Jasis Sangha, the Pratishtha Sangha. They want to get the chair, they want to get the helam of Brahma. Aham Brahmasmi, that is the topmost Pratishtha. So, to acquire, to capture the seat of Gurudev, to capture the seat of Brahma, Krishna or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, is very offensive. I many times told, the chastity of Pratishtha is only lying, the chastity of Pratishtha only lying unto a lotus feet of Nityananda. All other sorts you can avoid, you can throw, you can avoid, otherwise you can die. So, na tathasya bhavet bandha bandhasya anna prasangata, jasit sangha jatha pungsha tatha tatsangi sangata. But one thing sure, Bhagavan never going to put any pressure on anybody that you do my bhajan. Okay, in Gita Bhagavan speaking, mat jaji mang namaskuru, you can worship me, you can come to me, Bhagavan speaking. But Bhagavan never going to apply any pressure on anybody. Bhagavan not going to apply any pressure on any Jivatma to change his decision. Rather, Bhagavan going to give some rules, so that Jivatma can feel that I should do Krishna Bhajan, that is the highest benefit in this material world, so I can do. So Bhagavan like to see that all Jivatma can come automatically to show bhakti unto his lotus feet. Morning time speech of Harikatha I was speaking, that in the background of, I was speaking in the morning time Harikatha, that in the background of past, present and future, there is no existence of pain and pleasure, material conception. Material conception of pain and pleasure cannot exist. There cannot be this kind of conception. Because in the background of past, present and future, there is no, support, baseless. In the background of past, present and future, these two terms, pain and pleasure, all useless. Because whatever you are feeling favorable, you are feeling happy. Whatever you are not feeling favorable, you are feeling pain, you feel it is just against pain. So pain and pleasure, this word is, in the material world we can use. But transcendental world, in the transcendental world, that now we can understand how Aprakita Brajavasis, they are going to show tremendous love and affection for Krishna. That we should understand. In fact, Prabhupada told, those who are suffering, those Brajavasis who all are suffering from the pain of separation from Krishna, tremendous pain. Baba speaking, we have our duty to serve those Brahmajivasis. Baba speaking, we have our duty, Baba speaking, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Baba speaking, we have our duty to serve that kind of Brajavasis, those who are feeling a strong, painful feeling of separation. We should serve them. Follow. Tomorrow I can discuss how Madhavendra Puri was crying and speaking. Ai din deyardunadi mathuranat kadavalaka shahidam taduluku katram. I can discuss tomorrow. And also at the time of Uddhav Sangha. It's very important. Now Prabhupada speaking, Bhagavan never tried to get control over anybody. Bhagavan is most neutral. But one thing is 100% correct, that when Bhagavan looking that this devotee want to submit unto my lotus feet, going to love me, showing devotional service, in that case, it is not partiality. It is not partiality, it is a commitment. Jai jathaman prapaddante, tan stasaiva bhajam. So accordingly, Bhagavan giving response. You cannot say Bhagavan is partial. Partiality, you cannot say that partiality is there with Bhagavan. No, not at all. Jiv is the part and parcel of Bhagavan, Anu Chaitanya. And Bhagavan is Vibhu Chaitanya. So, when Bhagavan speaking that Jivas, they are my Amsa, then you should not think wrong way. You should not think that Amsa means that Bhagavan is counter hole. Somebody going to cut, somebody going to, make, break the whole total tattva and going to make very, very small tattva, not that. Because counter hole, counterpart of any counter hole is also counter hole. Follow what I say. In Upanishad, we already know that if Purna Vastu, complete in the sense, not material conception. Purnasya Purna Madayo Purna Meva Avashishyati. If from Purna Vastu in the sense of, Vaikuntha Darshan. Purna Vastu, from Purna Vastu, if you take something from Purna Vastu, it is also Purna Vastu. If you take a part, if you try to take a part of that Purna Vastu, but you don't know, this is also Purna. Infinity plus infinity is also infinity. Infinity plus infinity is equal to infinity. Infinity minus infinity is also infinity. There is a conception of infinity, Anantadev. Follow. So, Purnasya Purna Madaya Purna Meva Vasisate. So, Mavaivamsa Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. That's mean, qualitatively, all the qualities of Bhagavan is there in Jiva. Like, for example, Jivas are Chinmay, transcendental, Chit particle, Bhagavan is also Chit, Bhagavan is, Vibhu Chaitanya, and at the same time, Bhagavan is Vibhu Chaitanya, Maya cannot do any harm to Vibhu Chaitanya. In fact, Maya is under the control of that Vibhu Chaitanya. Whereas, small particle, Chit particle, the Jivas, they are 100% there is possibility. They can come under the influence of Maya. There is no guarantee. Because Jivatma is Tatastha Jiva. Jivatma is Tatastha Jiva. You cannot understand after long discussion of Jiv Tattva, still today, this idea is not clear to you, I think so. I already told the Siddhanta Vichara Prabhupada and Bhaktivinoda Thakur that in the Sarup of Jivatma, this Tatastha Baba is resting. You in the Jiva Sarupa, in the Sarupa of Jiva, this Tatastha Baba is resting. You cannot avoid. It has to be, it must be there. How you can understand? If you think you are Siddha Mahatma, then I am not going to speak anything. If you think you are in bonded condition, then it is my request that you can look inside your heart. It is my request to understand this point. You can look inside your heart. Sometime your heart want to get some enjoyment. Sometimes think, okay, we must hear Harikatha from that sadhu. It's very nice. We can enter into transcendental world finally. So we can avoid material enjoyment. But finally again they are going to take decision to enjoy. They cannot avoid material enjoyment. Somehow they are trying, fighting. One kind of tag aware. One kind of tag aware going on. There is renunciation, detachment, and there is attachment. All. That's why Prabhupada many times told, we must go out of this attraction and repulsion of this material world, Mayadevi. Otherwise we cannot do any bhajan. Not possible. Enjoying mood is there. But when a Jivatma can get the kripa of a pure sadhu, always I am using this word, pure paramansha sadhu, in that case all dirty things, anartha can go away. Naishang mati tavad urukramanging speshatta anarthapagamo yadotto mahiyasam pajarodvibhishekam niskinchananam no brinitu javat. Prahlad Maharaj. Naishang mati stavad urukramanging speshatta anarthapagamo yadartho mahiyasam padarajo visekam niskinchananam no brinito javat. So long as you are not going to get the chance to take dust particle on your head from the lotus feet of pure Paramahansa Guru Vaishnava, till then you cannot avoid anartha. You can try your best, but personal effort is futile effort. Your personal effort cannot give any result. Your personal effort cannot give any result. Your father, mother, all bonded soul are friends, they cannot give any result. They are all bonded soul, they have no idea. That's why Prahlad Maharaj speaking, by personal effort, either by personal effort or by somebody's effort, it is impossible to change the mood of enjoyment. Impossible. Only and only there is a way. If you have the chance to get pure association, then and only then you can get. And pure association, satsanga is so powerful. Satsanga is so powerful that nobody can stop you. Satsanga is the most powerful procedure to get bhakti. Bhagavan Sri Krishna speaking, satsanga is so powerful, even other modes of, bhajan is not so. So you see, many times I told before, I like to give you a remind, in 11th canto, 12th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna speaking to Uddhavji Maharaj. Uddhav Sangbad we can discuss after some time, because we will have to finish the Guru Tattva, Sudama Vipra Prasanga. The meeting of Sudama Vipra with Krishna, the absolute friend. After this topic we can surely start, because basic Guru Tattva should be clear. Anyway, it is written, Bhagavan Sri Krishna speaking to Uddhav in 11th canto, that you see Uddhav, Satsanga is so powerful that I cannot speak properly. Bahavo matpadam praptaha trashto kaya dhavadayo brisaparva balirvanomayas chatha vibhishanaha sugriva hanuman nikho gajo griddho vaniko patho vyadaha kubja brije goppo yagya patnahas tatha pare tenadhita sutigana nopasito mahattamaha abrata tapta tapasho satsangyad mam upagataha. Abrata tapta tapasha. They never gone for austerity and penances. Never. Only they never serve any exalted personalities. They never have the chance. They never gone through Veda, Vedanta, never. Tena dhita sutikana nupasito mahattamaha abrata tapta tapasa satsangyat man upagataha. Only by the help of satsanga, they all reach me. And how and when, that I can discuss after 1 or 2 days. I can discuss. How it was possible, Trashto, O Brittasur, Trashto and Brittasur, going to get the association of Naradji Maharaj and Angira Rishi, Prabhave, you can know. Trashto or Brittasur, their previous life they are getting, by the association of Sri Naradji and Angira Muni, Prabhav, Kayadhu Putra, the son of Kayadhu, I mean Prahlad, by the help of Naradji Maharaj association, Brisho Parva, by the association of Prahlad Maharaj, Bali Maharaj by the help of Prahlad Maharaj, Banashur by the association of Shivji Maharaj, Bibhishan or Sugriv by the association of Hanumanji Maharaj, Jambuban, Gajo, Griddho, Jatayu, Baniko, Badho, Kubja, Gopi, or Jagapat, or other Jagapati, all. Analytically, I can discuss after 2 days, I can show you how excellent this satsanga is. Bahavo mat pradam prapta trashto kaya dhavadayo Vrishaparva balirvanumayas chatho vibhishanaha Sugriva hanuman riksho gajo griddho vaniko pataha Vyadaha kubja braje goppo Jaggapatnyas tatha pare Jaggapatnis tatha pare Jaggapatnahas tatha pare Tena dhita sutigana Nopashito mahattama. What speaking? Tena dhita sutigana Nopasito mahattama Abrata tapta tapasho Satsangyat mam upagata. Is the procedure. This way they are going to, and what is our character? We like to jump. We are coming from material world, all anartha, full of anartha inside our heart, and we are going to jump into Rupanuga bhajan. We are coming from anartha, full of anartha there inside our heart. And we have to jump into Rupanuga bhajan. Where it is written? You can show me, please? Bhaktivinoda Thakur Prabhupada never told. We know that is a procedure, that is a gradual promotional procedure to get bhakti. Adau sadhya tataho sadhu sangha atho bhajana kriya. Follow. Adau sadhya tataha sadhu sangha atho bhajana kriya tato anartha nibriti sat tato nishtha ruchistataha atha shakti stato bhavaha stato prema bhudanchati sadhukana mayam premna padurvave bhavetkrama. I mean, Rupa Goswami was writing wrong. I am speaking right. Rupa Goswami was writing. So I cannot prove that Rupa Goswami was wrong. Rupa Goswami is speaking. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Bhav Bharati Bhakti, about this Rasamrita Sindhu, Bhakti actually Srila Rupa Goswami was writing. At all, the question of Shraddha coming. Shraddha means strong rigidity unto the lotus feet of Guru Vaishnava and Shastra. Shraddha sabdi kahe suddhira vishwas. To have a strong faith in Shastra, Guru Vaishnava, it is called Shraddha. So at all Shraddha, you are not going to develop Shraddha, full of anartha, how you can start Rupanuga Bhajan, Raganuga Bhajan? So Rupa Goswami writing, Adau Shraddha tataha sadhu sango atho bhajana kriya. First, Adau Shraddha, at all sadhu sangha, at all Shraddha also coming some way. Shraddha, what do you mean by Shraddha? It is also coming. Follow. Shraddha, Adau Shraddha. Bhakti Lata Beach, I was discussing, Bhakti Lata Beach means a desire to serve. Ashid you are going, ashid you are going to get from your Guru Vaishnava. What kind of seed? Serving temperament. You like to serve somehow. You develop. That is called Bhakti Lata Beach. That is called actually Bhakti. You are going to develop some, serving attitudes, serving temperament. Slightly, by watching the absolute seva mood of Guru, Vaishnava, Bhagavan, by Guru Vaishnava, by watching Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, by Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Sridhar Goswami, you can develop this kind of desire. It's called a Bhakti Lata Beach. And Adau Shraddha means at all they should have faith. Otherwise, all other procedure failure. Adau Shraddha tatoha sadhu sangha. After that, the question of sadhu sangha coming. Because if you have no faith in sadhu sangha, how you can do sadhu sangha? Tataha sadhu sangha, and after sadhu sangha, by watching their activities, everything, hearing harikatha from them, all anartha can go away. By bhajana kriya. To follow Guru Vaishnava, their activity, to follow Guru Vaishnava, and their activities, their bhajan procedure, in toto, as per their instruction, it is called bhakti, bhajana kriya. Bhajana kriya means to follow pure Guru Vaishnava in toto, properly. So, Adau Shraddha, tatoha sadhu sangha, atho bhajana kriya. Then bhajana kriya can take place in your life. Anartha gradually can go away. Tato anartha nivriti sat. And when anartha, you can cut all anartha. When you can cut all anartha, then the question of nishtha, rigidity, a strong rigidity unto a lotus feet of Bhagavan Guru Vaishnava. And after that, ruchi, a spontaneous attraction, ruchi. Nishtha, ruchistataha, atha shakti. Follow. Ruchi means spontaneously you have no, in bonded condition, when you are going to follow vidima, then some sort of pressure should be there on you. When you are going to follow vidima, then external pressure should be there, vidima. Then you can do. When external pressure is absent, you are automatically doing, that is called ruchi. You are getting taste. And after getting taste, you are doing bhajan. After that, you can develop strong affinity. Athashukti. After that, bhava. Bhava is absorbing condition. Bhava. Tato, after that, bhava, you can cross bhava stage, you can get prema. And Rupa Goswami is going to confirm that sadhukana mayam premana pradurbhave bhavet kramaha. To develop prema inside heart of anybody, this is called actually bhajana kram, gradual procedure of bhajan. Otherwise not. So you see, this is the procedure through which we can go ahead. And now we like to discuss some point, because I already told that Bhagavan never going to interfere. Bhagavan never going to interfere with the liberty given to any Jivatma. Many times I told, Bhagavan never like to interfere. Bhagavan never like to interfere with the liberty bonded soul already enjoying. Rather Bhagavan want to wait and watch. If one Jivatma can get sadhu sangha, shastra kripa, everything, then he can change his mood and can take decision to serve Bhagavan. Bhagavan likes this procedure. Bhagavan can never put pressure on anybody. All Jivatma, they are going to suffer, they are going to lead their life according to their karma phal. All Jivatma, they are going to lead their life according to their own karma phal. Bhagavan not going to put any pressure on anybody, so Bhagavan has no responsibility. Okay. According to karma phal, anyway, according to karma phal, Bhagavan going to grant result. So this way you can say Bhagavan has some controlling. Otherwise no direct controlling. According to your karma phal, avashyameva bhaktavyam kita karmam shubha shubham. All what to do, what not to do, you have to consult Shastra, and whatever activities you are doing, you are bound to get result. According to that, you can get result of your karma. So nobody can change. Rupa Goswami again wrote in one stotra that even if somebody going to develop Brahma Sakkhatkar, this kind of Tat Brahma Sakshad Kitanischyapi Vinasamayat Vinana Bhogai Apaiti Nama Spuranena Tattve Parabdhu Karameti Viroti Vedaha. Rupa speaking, until and unless you are going to cut your anartha by the help of suffering or enjoying. Pain and pleasure, you are getting karma fall. You are enjoying. Why you are getting material body? Material body for enjoyment. To suffer and for enjoyment. So according to your karma fall, according to the karma fall of Jiva, Jiva is running, Bhagavan has nothing to do. Only the thing, Bhagavan going to give, only the thing, Bhagavan going to give the result of their karma fall. So this way we can speak that Bhagavan is under controlling. So anyway, Tat Brahma Sakshat Kritinishtayavi. Brahma Sakshatkar can meet this kind of promotion already made by any Jivatma. Yad Brahma Sakshat Kritinishtayavi. But still, Vinasamayati Vinana Bhogoi. Your karma phal, you will have to suffer your karma phal. Suffer or enjoy as you like. Nobody can take responsibility. Jat Brahma Sakshad Kitinishtayapi Vinasamayat Vinana Bhogoi Apaiti Nama Spuranena Tattve Parabdha Karameti Viroti Vedaha. But the moment you are going to develop one pure name, when one pure name going to dance on your tongue, in that case, pure name coming means Bhagavan himself coming. Pure name, the moment your pure name coming to touch your tongue and heart, then all problem gone, can vanish. Follow. When you can get the chance to utter one pure Harinam, pure Harinam in Bhagavan, the anartha can go away. Anartha can go away. Even by Namabhas, you can get the chance to get liberty from this material world. Namabhashe mukti pujyanto hoy, this kind of facility you can get. So, Jad Brahma Sakshat Kritu Nishchaya Vinasamayati Vinana Bhogoi, you will have to suffer your own karma fall. Apaiti Nama Spuranya, when pure Nam going to touch your heart and tongue, then all problem finish. But remember, everybody going to blame Krishna. Nobody can understand all the transcendental Leela of Bhagavan and his teachings. It's a very important thing. Nobody can understand from heart what is the actual teachings of Krishna, and nobody can understand why Bhagavan doing Rasa Leela, this, that, why to make confusion. Because bonded soul, tatastha condition, they are always, if they are going to touch the taste of transcendental Harikatha, then they can try to change their mood. Otherwise, usually impossible. Bonded soul cannot change. So life after life, they are going to Many things written in Gita also. Mamai Vamsa, in Gita, Mamai Vamsa Jiva Loka Jiva Bhutta Sanatana. Sometimes Bhagavan says, Madhyajimang Namaskuru, you come to me, you worship me, I can shave you. Or sometimes speaking, Sarva Dharmana Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Bhaja Aham Tam Sarva Papibhya Mokshai Shami Masucho. Many times this kind of declaration there. Still bonded soul, they cannot understand the character of Krishna. Always they are misunderstanding. So, before starting this Gopi Gita, I like to discuss some point so that you can give some positive conception to understand the mood of Krishna. What Krishna speaking, Krishna doing. But what Krishna doing, you cannot do. Krishna doing everything, so many things. But when Krishna is going to advise you, that you have to do. Follow, you understand what I say. Krishna doing so many things. But if you would like to follow Krishna, Krishna doing Ras I can do, then you can die. That's why in Rasa Leela end Odhai, Tathaiva Acharitam Kachit. What Krishna going to do, you have no right to imitate. What Krishna going to do, you have no right to imitate him. But what you can do, what Krishna is speaking, you do, that you will have to do. Then naturally you are going to misunderstand Krishna. You say, well, he is doing, when we are doing, he is going to stop us, very clever. This way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna was bound to come in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, we like to discuss this point, that bonded soul, when want to get some enjoyment, surely some material object of man or woman you need. When bonded soul want to enjoy, in that case surely that Jivatma, bonded soul, sense organs should come in contact with some favorable object or man or woman. Follow? In that case, enjoyment. But this is not the case for Bhagavan. Even for material man, even those who are material, material man, they always going to express some doubt about Krishna Lila. So before discussing this point, I like to discuss some important, Siddhanta Vichara I like to discuss. When we see that, when we can discover that those who are Paramahansa, they are not feeling any reaction of karma. I already told, just Hindi Katha that I was discussing. Mahabhagavat, Paramahansa, their symptom. So when we can realize, when we can understand, even those who are Paramahansa, Guru Vaishnava, they are also not feeling any reaction of material karma. Those Paramahansa Guru Vaishnava, they have no reaction. Material karma cannot put any reaction inside their heart. So why then and Paramahansa, how you can say is Paramahansa? Paramahansa, you are doing Krishna Bhajan, then you are going to attain, you are doing Krishna Bhajan, then finally you are going to attain finally you are going to attain this stage of, finally you are going to get the stage of Paramahansa, not before that. So you are doing Krishna Bhajan very sincerely, try to understand. You are doing Krishna Bhajan very sincerely, then after a long time, the procedure already I told from Rasamrita Sindhu. So after a long time, you are going to get the chance to become Paramahansa. Or those who are eternally Paramahansa, I am not speaking about them. You can surely get the Paramahansa stage. if you follow the rules and regulations set by Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami and Bhaktivinoda Thakur, surely, 100% I say, someday, if you are doing bhajan sincerely, by hearing Harikatha from right source, today or tomorrow you can attain the post of Paramahansa, not before that. Now, as per Shastra, we know the document. If somebody going to get the stage, if somebody going to attain, I can say from Shastra, if somebody going to attain, if somebody at all going to attain this stage of Paramahansa, then material karma cannot put, in trouble. Paramahansa, Guru Vaishnava. So Paramahansa Guru Vaishnava, this stage post you can attain after Hari Bhajan. And why then you are going to express doubt about Krishna himself? Whereas I am going to get the stage, whereas I am going to get the stage of Paramahansa by the help of Krishna and Guru Varga, and by doing perfect Hari Bhajan, sincere Hari Bhajan, then I can attain this stage of Paramahansa. So, you are doing Krishna Bhajan, you are going to attain the stage of Paramahansa. Whereas Bhagavan himself there, you cannot believe that Bhagavan can attain. Bhagavan cannot feel any reaction. Follow. So from Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran, we know Jatpad Pankajo Parag Nisheva Tipta Jogo Prabhava Vivita Kila Karma Bandha Swairam Charanti Munayo Yopi No Najamana Tasya Chayatva Pusho Kuta Eva Bandha. Kya? What speaking? Yatpad Pankajo Parag Nisheva Tipta Jogo Prabhava Vibhuta Khila Karma Bandha Swairam Charanti Munayo Opino Nahyamana Tasya Chayatma Vapusho Kuta Eva Bandha. Whereas those Mani Rishis, those Sadhu Guru Vaishnava, they are attaining the stage of Paramahansa by doing Hari Bhajan. They can get control over their sense organs and mind, everything. Very, very. Jat pada pankaja paraga nisheva tirtha. Only by the help of pure Guru Vaishnava, that is the devotee of Krishna, or if you are going to, get the kripa of Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nityananda, anyway, yat pada pankajo paraga nisheva tirtha. If you are going to serve, if you are going to give service, if you are going to give the service, if you can serve the lotus feet of pure Guru Vaishnava, if you can serve the lotus feet of pure Vaishnava, Guru Vaishnava, if you can have the chance to serve the dust particle from the lotus feet of Guru Vaishnava, then you can come and serve. Follow what I say. If you have the chance or opportunity to serve pure Guru Vaishnava, or you have the chance to serve the dust particle from the lotus feet of pure Guru Vaishnava, then what to speak more? You can also become Paramahansa. So you see, there is written, Yat pad pankajo paraga nisheva tipta yogo prabha vibhuta khila karma bandha Sairam charanti munayo opinana jamana tasya chayatva pusho kuta eva bandhu. Bhagavan coming in this material world by the help of Yoga Maya. Otherwise, Bhagavan speaking, Gita Yoga Maya Samabritam. I am going to keep myself under the covering. I am going to keep myself under the covering of Yoga Maya. Yoga Maya Samavritam. Follow what I say. So now Shukdev Goswami is speaking to, now Shukdev Goswami going to speak to Parikshit Maharaj, Ho Rajan. Whereas you know it very well, those who are going to enjoy the kripa of Paramahansa Guru Vaishnava, they are also going to attain the post of Paramahansa gradually. Or somehow if you are going to get the kripa of Bhagavan, you can get this Paramahansa stage. And they are not going to feel any reaction, karma. So Sukadeva Goswami is speaking, whereas all Jivatma, whereas some Jivatma, those who are doing positive bhajan, they can attain this stage of, Paramahansa. And those who are going to serve Bhagavan Sri Krishna, you cannot believe that he cannot never feel any reaction inside heart by Rasa Leela and thus that. You cannot believe. You can think by Rasa Leela, Krishna feeling some reaction. Whereas all devotees, those who are serving the lotus feet of Krishna, they are getting this kind of facility, advantage, to get control over sense organs and mind. Whereas you cannot believe Bhagavan. Bhagavan coming here in the material world by the help of Yogamaya. So Bhagavan coming here, so Bhagavan does this kind of lila, so you misunderstand. Bhagavan going to do this kind of lila, so you have the scope, to misunderstand him. Don't do that. Try to understand. I can discuss for long times, I can try to give some evidence that so that you can avoid misconception. Yatpad pankaja parag nishehe tipta jogo prabhava vibhuta khila garma bandha swairam charanti munayo opi nanajyamana tasya chaya tavapusho kuto eva bandho. Even Manirishi, they can keep under control their calm, all karma, they can keep under control. They automatically they can keep follow. Whereas you are going to express any doubt about Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Follow. It is not good. We should not express any doubt about Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So, first of all, we should remember that even those who are Paramahansa, for them, so many slokas there in Vaishnava Tattva, we can know. It is written, Sarva Bhuteshu ja pasyat bhagavata bhavamatmanaha bhutani bhagavatvatmane isha bhagavatattamaha. They are bhagavatattama, uttam bhagavat. Those who are going to see Supreme Lord everywhere, the Ishtadev. They can see Ishtadev everywhere. Those who are Bhagavatattama, Paramahansa. They can see their Ishtadev everywhere. They can discover their Ishtadev everywhere. So it is written, Sarvo Bhuteshu Ya Pashyat Bhavo Matmanaha. What reason? Sarvo Bhuteshu Ja Pashyat Bhavam Atmanaha. Sarvo Bhuteshu Ya Pashyat Bhavam Atmanaha. Bhutani Bhagavati Atmani Esha Bhagavatattama. Who can see everywhere Ishtadev and Vibhuti, all everything? They are going to see everywhere Ishtadev. They are going to see Ishtadev everywhere. At the same time, in Ishtadev, they can see the whole world. They cannot see one nice, beautiful woman, handsome boy, they cannot see. Because they can see Bhagavan in everybody, every object or every man. At the same time, they are going to see Bhagavan in all Jivatma. Everywhere they can discover Bhagavan. Sarva Bhuteshu Yah Pashyat Bhavamatmanaha Bhutani Bhagavata Atmani Esha Bhagavatattama. He is called Mahabhagavat. Also there is so many arguments there. Who is not feeling any reaction for any sense organ, appetite is not feeling appetite, is not feeling hot and cold, not feeling. Dehendriyo mano prano dhiyam yo janma payo khuto bhayo tarsha kichai sangsara dharmai ravimujyamanaha smritta harer bhagavat pradhana. He is Bhagavad Pradhana Paramahansa. Who? Who? He who is not going to feel any reaction or pain for, for appetite or for anything, is not feeling any pain. The property of this body is to feel hungry, sometimes feeling angry, sometimes sometimes like to take, rest, sleep. This way, your body cannot put energy. Your body cannot do bhajan 24 hours. Whereas you will have to do bhajan for 24 hours. It is impossible to do bhajan 24 hours, whereas it is a must that you will have to do bhajan for 24 hours. How is it possible? That I can discuss. Dehendriyo manopran, inside heart feeling no reaction, inside mind no reaction, and all sense organs under control. He is not feeling any appetite, this, that. Oh, I am feeling hungry, I am feeling sleepy, I have to sleep. No, not that. So, in Bhagavatam it is written, Dehendriya pranomano, Dehendriya pranamano dhyam. What is written? Dehendriya pranamano dhyam, yo janma payo khudo bhayo tarsha krichai, samsar dharmai ravimujjamana, smritva harir bhagavato pradhana. He is number one Bhagavat. Mahabhagavat. Also, it is written in Shastra, Bhagavat, no kamu karmo bijanam jasya chetasi sambhava. He who cannot feel any reaction inside heart for karma, never. No kamu karma bijanam. There is no seed of karma. Seed already gone. So it is written, no kama karma bijanam jasya chetasi sambhava. Inside heart is not feeling any reaction. Kama karma bij not going to disturb. Ar vasudevaika nilayaha savai bhagavata. He is surely, you can know, he is bhagavattama. There is a symptom. No kama karma bijanam jasya chetasi sambhava. Vasudevaika nilayaha savai bhagavattama. No jasya janma karma bhyam, no varna srama yati vihi, sajjate asmin anyo ahanmaho bhavo, dehe vaisa hare priyaha, sa jasya janma karma bhyam, no varna srama jati vihi, sajjate asmin aham bhavo dehe boi sa harehe priya. He is the dear one. He is the dear one of Krishna. He is the dear one of Hari, who not feeling any reaction inside heart due to his taking birth in high family. Due to his educational qualification, high educational qualification, due to different kind of extraordinary efficiency, he can have educational qualification or monetary position is very good. So, no just sojourn. So by birth you are taking birth in a high family, rich family. So it is written, no jasya janma karma bhyam, no varno sramo jati vihi, sajjate asmin aham bhav, dehe vaisa hare priya. Who is going to live life? Who is going to lead life very, very simple? Who is going to lead his life very simple way, without any reaction of any sense organ? Follow. Not going to express any false ego, not going to express any false ego for taking birth in a high family, for huge amount of monetary, balance, for taking birth in a high family, high education quality. this for this. Maybe there can be so many qualities in a Vaishnava. But a Vaishnava can never feel any reaction for that. Na jasya janamo karma bhyam, na varna sramo jativihi, sajjate asmin aham bhavo, dehe vaisahare priya. He is surely is a near and dear one of Bhagavan. Also written, Tribhuvana vibhava hetave api akunta sriti rajitatmo suradivir vimikrat na chalati bhagavat padarvindat lavo nimeshardhamopi yasa vaishnavagro. What is written? Tribhuvana vibhava hetave api. If somebody going to offer all the treasure there in the three worlds, Sharga, Marta and Patal, still, if somebody not going to change his heart, follow. If somebody going to offer the lordship of Sharga, Marta and Patal, still is not feeling any reaction. Tribhuvano vibhava hetave opi akonta sritir rajitatmo suradivir vimigrat na chalati bhagavat padarvindat lavo nimeshardamapisha jasa vaishnavagro. Who is topmost Vaishnava? Tribhuvano vibhava hetave. If somebody going to offer the three words to him, still no reaction. Tribhuvano vibhava hetave opi akunta sriti rajitatmo suradibhir vimigrat na chalati bhagavat padarvindat lavo nimeshardamapi ja savai bhagavata agro. What is written? Tribhuvana vibhava hetave opi akunta sriti rajitatmo suradibhir vimigrat na chalati bhagavat padarvindo lavo nimeshardhamapi yasavai vaishnavagraha. So many examples I give. So this way, those who are Paramahansa, they cannot feel any reaction inside heart. So what to speak about Supreme Lord? Supreme Lord naturally, he cannot feel. Now, actually point is there, for material people, bonded soul, bonded soul to get enjoyment in this material world, they need the contact, they need to come in contact with matter. Or man, woman mean also matter. Body is matter. Anyway, to get enjoyment, like shabda, sound enjoyment. You are hearing very nice song. Follow. Whereas our Guru Varga writing in the temple gate, don't speak bad, don't hear bad, don't see bad. It is written. But still we cannot avoid. Follow what I say. For bonded soul, they need the contact of object of enjoyment. Sabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. Either sabda or sabda, sparsha, rupa, anything can come in contact with the sense organs of my body, then I can enjoy. Otherwise not. Otherwise impossible to enjoy. Follow. But they forget this point. Bhagavan is Atmaram. But they forget that Bhagavan is Atmaram. Atmaramasya munayo nirgantha api urukrame kuruvantya hetukim bhaktim itvam vidu gunaha hari. So, from Bhagavad we know Atmaramasya munayo. In Bhagavatam we know. Those who are Atmaramasya munayo nirgantha api urukrame. Atmaramasya munayo, those who are munayo is Bahuvachan, plural number. Those Munirishi, Atmaramasya munayo, munayo means those who are not speaking any material word. Munayo means those who are mauni, keep silence. Keep silence mean they are speaking Harikatha, not speaking anything else. They are speaking Harikatha, but not speaking anything else. Outside. Follow. So Atma Ramasya Munayo Nirgantha, their bondage, knot inside the heart, different kind of knot. Different kind of knots are there, all cut it and free. So Atma Ramasya Munayo Nirgantha Upi Urukrame. They are Atmaram. They are Atmaram, we know, but still, they are Atmaram. Come on, they are Atmaram. But still, they are feeling attraction for Bhagavan. That is a miracle. Bhagavan, Uddhavji Maharaj also speaking. Uddhavji Maharaj also going to speak that previously I was busy with Nirvishesh impersonal Brahma. Shukdev Goswami speaking, previously I was busy with impersonal Brahma. But after that, when I hear Harikatha from pure Guru Vaishnava, then my mind changed. Parinishchito upi noirgunne. Parinishchito upi noirgunne. Follow? Parinishchito upi noirgunne. Though they are, busy with nirgun, impersonal Brahma effulgence. Parinishchito noirgunne. Krito. Bhagavan, for Bhagavan, everybody is bound to feel reaction, provided there is no Vaishnava Aparad. Follow what I say. So, for our material enjoyment, we need to come in contact with, any sense organ, one sense organ should come in contact with respective sense organ. Khiti of the 5 elements of nature can come in contact with one Jivatma, his sense organs, then they can feel enjoyment, otherwise no. And when just the opposite happening, they are feeling pain. When just the opposite happening, they are feeling pain. So I told that in the background of past, present and future, there is no reality of this word, pain and pleasure. It is fictitious. Not totally fictitious, to some extent. 50% you can feel, 50% you can realize, or useless. Now point is that Atma Ramasya Munaya Nirguntha Vyaurukrame Kurbanti Ayatungam. This kind of devotional practice they start. This kind of devotional practice they start by getting the, when those who are Paramahansa, Atma Ramasya Munaya Nirguntha Kurbanti Ayatungam. This kind of exceptional devotional practice they start. So whenever we can discover, whenever you can see that in contact with sense organ, any of the sense organ, respective sense organ, when any panchatan matra, when any panchatan matra coming in front of me and going to give some enjoyment, then if it is favorable, then I can enjoyment. If I feel just opposite, negative, then I can pleasure. So pain and pleasure. This is the definition of pain and pleasure. So Bhagavan going to do some Rasa Leela, because Gopi Gita is from Ras Panchadhyayi, from 5 chapters of Rasa Leela, 5 chapters of Rasa Leela, and from that 5 chapters of Rasa Leela, from there we can get the scope to discuss this Gopi Gita, which is very, very secret, so highly sensitive, this chapter, that if we are going to lose our balance, then we can die forever. Follow. Very careful. So that's why Parikshit Maharaj, after ending Rasa Leela, Sukadev Goswami going to express, Sukadev Goswami going to put so many questions. Sukadev Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj ji going to put so many questions in front of Sukadev Goswami. Parikshit Maharaj going to put some question. Parikshit Maharaj going to put some question in front of Parikshit Maharaj is going to put some question in front of Sukdev Goswami. Parikshit Maharaj is going to put some question in front of Sukdev Goswami that why Krishna doing this kind of Leela? Why Krishna going to do this kind of Leela? Why Krishna going to do this kind of Leela? It is impossible. How? We cannot understand. Because we know Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He is going to give the protection of Dharma, everything. Whereas we see, he is going to make some mistake. Actually, Sukdev Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj is not bonded soul. Parikshit Maharaj understand everything. But still for us, by the help of Yogamaya, going to put some question in front of Shukadev Goswami. Anugrahaya bhutanam. Try to understand and digest. Try to understand and digest, then you can understand the inner meaning of Gopi Gita. Otherwise not. Srila Sanatana Goswami crying. Srila Sanatana Goswami crying and crying. Srila Sanatana Goswami crying and crying and speaking, "Ho Gopikas, O Radharani, I cannot understand what is the theme of this Gopi Gita. I don't understand." And Sanatana Goswami writing commentary in which he is going to declare that those Gopikas, they understand the mood of Krishna. Sanatana Goswami writing in his commentary that those Gopikas, they understand the mood of Krishna. And Krishna going to understand their mood. There is no third person. There is no third person in the world who can understand the mood of Krishna. Who can understand the mood of Gopikas. Follow. So Sanatana Goswami Prat crying and going to declare, writing one note that, "O Gopikas, I cannot make any headache, I cannot understand. We cannot understand your mood." Those Gopikas speaking, that those Gopikas, their mood, Sanatana Goswami is speaking. Sanatana Goswami is speaking that we cannot understand the mood of Gopikas. And also we cannot understand the mood of Krishna. It is the mutual understanding. The Baba, those Baba of Gopikas, Krishna can understand, and the Baba of Krishna, those Gopikas can. There is no third person who can realize. So, try to Shukdev Goswami giving answer. Parikshit Maharaj putting question, why Krishna? Krishna is the full controller of the infinite universe. Why is going to dance with Gopikas? This people can misunderstand. So Parikshit Maharaj also, "Anugrahaya bhutanam manusham dehamastita bhajate tadrishi kiraya sutya tatparo bhavet." What? "Anugrahaya bhutanam manusham dehamastita bhajate tadrishi kiraya sutya tatparo bhavet." So Bhagavan, to bless us, to show causeless kripa on us, to show causeless kripa on us, Bhagavan going to take the form of human being, but Chinmay, transcendental, but going to take the form of human being, Anugrahaya bhutanam, to bestow kripa on all jivatma, Anugrahaya bhutanam, manusham tanimasrita, going to take the form of a human being. And going to play in such a way, nobody can understand, except pure wisdom. Bhajate tadrishi kira. Why Bhagavan going to do this kind of lila? Because those who are going to hear this lila, definitely they can cut Maya bondage and they can also go ahead. Bhajate tadrishikira. They can try to realize the Leela of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, like Rasa Leela, Vastaran Leela, all. After that, they can also cut material bondage and go away. So bhajate tadrishikira. So that's why Bhagavan going to play this kind of Leela, going to manifest this kind of Leela. Because all other bonded souls, they can hear from the lotus mouth of pure Guru Vaishnava, and they can also cut material bondage. Anugruhaya bhutanam manusham dehamasthita bhajate tadrishi krida ya srutya tatparo bhavet. Tatparo bhavet is vidilingo, affirmative. If they are not going to do, then they can get punishment. Annatha, otherwise they have to get punishment. So many questions coming that Parikshit Maharaj asking that Bhagavan coming to establish dharma, Bhagavan coming here in the material world to establish dharma, dharmo samsthapanarthayu. For establish dharma, Samsthapanayu dharmasya prashamayu itarasya cha. Samsthapanayu dharmasya prashamayu itarasya cha. Avatirna hi Bhagavan angshena yagadishara. Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, Parikshit Maharaj speaking, Bhagavan Sri Krishna surely coming to reset, establish dharma in this world. Samsthapanayu dharmasya prashamayu itarasya. Any adharma, Bhagavan going to cut and throw. With this conception, Bhagavan coming in the form of Krishna, avatirna hi Bhagavan angsheno. Angsheno means all kala, avatar, all. Krishna is the complete. Avatirna hi angsheno. He matlab definitely. Avatirna he. He meant definitely. Bhagavan coming here with all, angsho, kala, all different. What I mean to say, inside Krishna, all Baraho, Nishingo, Ram, Matsya avatar, Kurma avatar, all there. So, it is written Angsheno. Angsheno means all countless Angsha and avatar you can find inside Krishna. They are all resting inside Krishna. Samsthapanaya dharmasya prashamaya itarasya cha avatirna hi Bhagavan angshena jagadishvara. Bhagavan coming to reset, re-establish dharma. If some disturbance takes place, then that Bhagavan why going to do this kind of activities, which is very bad? What? Shakatam dharma setunam bhakta karta virakshita pratim acharat brahman paradara vimarshanam. Shakatam. If at all Bhagavan coming here incarnate, Bhagavan coming taking, if at all Bhagavan coming here in the material world to re-establish dharma, then this Bhagavan, how it is possible? Shakatham dharma setunam. The bridge of dharma, Bhagavan going to protect. If somebody is going to break bridge of dharma, then all irregularities, all disturbance can take place. Shakatam dharma setunam bhakta karta virakshita. He is the bhakta, he is the speaker of dharma. He is the speaker of dharma, he is speaking dharma. And also going to give full protection. Jada jada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhutanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyam paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam sambhavami juge juge. You know the slok, na? So, Jada Jada hi dharmasyo. What is written? Jada Jada hi dharmasyo glanirvavati bharata abhutva namadharmasyo tadatmanam srijamyam paritranayo sadhunam vinasaya chaduskritam sambhavami juge juge. So re-establish dharma and to throw all adharma. Bhagavan coming, and that Bhagavan, how possible? Shakatham, who is going to give the full protection of dharma, bridge of dharma, he is going to do all opposite activities. He is going to do just opposite activities. Pratim acharat brahman paradaravimarshanam, all the wives of Gopik, all the wives of all Gopa, they are coming to dance with Krishna. It's very bad. Then after that, Parikshit Maharaj speaking, Apto kama jadupatihi kritavan vaijugupsitam. Surely, Bhagavan going to do some mistake. Apto kam jadupati kritavan vaijugupsitam. Nischit, definitely. We see he is making some mistake. What is this? Apto kam. He is Atmaram Apto kam. Apto kam means Bhagavan and his devotees, those are Paramahansa. Bhagavan is the source of all those Paramahansa Brata. Bhagavan himself, Bhagavan himself is the source of all Paramahansa Brata, right? Bhagavan is the source of all Paramahansa Brata, no doubt. And Bhagavan is always satisfied because Bhagavan is saturated. Bhagavan is saturated. There is no dissatisfaction inside the heart of Bhagavan, so that Bhagavan can try to invite some young girl. Not that. Don't misunderstand. I can go on discussing very important point. Try to break your wrong conception. So, aptukam jadupatihi kritavana vaijugupsitam. Why Bhagavan going to make some mistake? Why Bhagavan going to make a big mistake, wrong activities? What can be the reason? What can be the secret reason behind it? Why Bhagavan going to this kind of lila? Why Bhagavan going to play with those, wives of all Gopas? Are not authentic. And actually point is there. Pratim acharat brahman paradaravimarsanam. Whereas we know Bhagavan is self-saturated. So those who are self-saturated, I mean those Paramahansa and the source of Paramahansa, all Paramahansa Brata, Bhagavan, they never want any external supply. They never want any external supply of enjoyment, object of enjoyment. They never want, they don't need. They never need any object of enjoyment. They never need any object of enjoyment from outside. So that from outside you can give some enjoyment, then Bhagavan become very happy, not that. Because Bhagavan is the source of all Paramahansa. Bhagavan is the source of all Paramahansa Brata. So how we can pass this kind of remark? Bhagavan is the source of all Paramahansa Brata. And those who are Paramahansa, I mean those who are doing bhajan of that, Bhagavan, they all are self-saturated. Paramahansa Guru Vaishnava, they are saturated. Bhagavan is 100% saturated. So there is no discontent, dissatisfaction, nothing. Usually material people, they need some supply of material object of enjoyment. Material people, you, me, we need some material object of enjoyment from outside. Then we can enjoy. But this is not applicable for Bhagavan. Because Bhagavan is the source of all Paramahansa Brata and self-saturated always every time. And those who are Paramahansa, they are also self-saturated. So how you can blame? You have no scope to blame. Apto kama jadupatihi kritavan vaijugupsitam kimavipraya etam na sangsayam chindi subrato. Parikshit Maharaj speaking, glorifying Gurudev, you are Shubhrato. Your life is full of efficacy, Vaishnava efficacy, Vaishnava acharan. Oh, your life is full of brata. Your life is full of efficacy, brata, everything. So Shubhrata, Shubhana, nice brata. What is this brata? Shukdev Goswami can speak Harikatha, not material thing. This is vow. Parikshit Maharaj, Shukdev Goswami Maharaj has taken vow in his life not to speak any material talkings. Only Harikatha. So you know why Parikshit Maharaj asking, why Krishna doing this way? I like to know the inner meaning. There can be some meaning, I know. But what is that meaning? Why Bhagavan doing just opposite? What is prohibited? He is doing this. Why? So, aptakama jadapati katavahan vaijugupsitam kimavipraya etam no sansayam chindi Shubhrato. Hey Shubhrato, hey Gurudev, hey Paramahansa, please try to clarify this point. Please try to clarify this point. We cannot, there is some ambiguity. There is some ambiguity, complicacy. There is some ambiguity. There is some complicacy. We cannot understand. Try to clarify. Then Shukdev Goswami speaking, Dharmo Vyatikramadishto Iswaranam Sahosam Tejiyasam no dosayo vannehe sarvabhuyo yata. Shukdev Goswami speaking, Dharmo Vyatikramo, when you can find some unusual thing in the way of devotional field, when you can find some unusual thing in devotional field, you should not express any doubt. You should understand, maybe there is some secret reason. Maybe I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Maybe I don't know. So, Dharmo Vyatikramo Drishto Ishwaranam Chusahosam Tejiyasam no doshayo vannehe sarvabhuyo yatha. Like fire can eat up anything, flesh, blood, bad blood, anything, bone, anything you offer in, or wooden piece if you throw into fire, anything, pushpanno, paramanno, sweet ball, whatever you throw in, fire can eat up. At the same time, fire you cannot purify fire. Though in Jagya we have some mantra to purify from the source. Actually point is that different source fire is available. While we are doing Jagya, then this kind of procedure we are following. Nachiketa Agni, different name of fire. Kali Kamali, Dhumra, Kali Karali, different kind of name of Agni. Jagya Agni, different kind. Follow? So, actually, to be frank, nobody can impure fire. How it is possible? Because fire is glowing. If you put flesh, if you put anything, it can dry up, fire can burn up. Fire can burn up everything. So, dharmo vyatikramadishto isvaranancha sahasam. You can find some disparity. You can find some external disparity. You cannot tally. You cannot harmonize. Why Bhagavan speaking this way, doing this way? That's why I am giving answer. Shukdev Goswami giving answer to Parikshit Maharaj. Dharmo Vyatikramadishto Iswaranancha Sahasam Tejiyasam no dosaya banher sarvabhuya. Like a fire going to burn up everything. Nobody can contaminate fire. Fire, you cannot make a fire impure. Follow. Naitad samachara jatu manasapihi aniswaraha. Those who are not powerful, powerful means Ishvara. Bhagavan is Parameshwar, and for others Shankar, Brahma, we can say Ishwar. Ishwar Brahma, Ishwar Shankar, we can say. So Shukdev Goswami is speaking, Dharmo Vatikramadishto Iswaranancha Sahasam Tejiyasam na dosayo vanne sarva bhuja jatha. Those who are powerful, Ishwar, those who are powerful, Ishwar, they can do anything. They can do anything, but impurity cannot touch them. Dharmo vyatikramadishto iswaranancha sahasam. Tejiyasam, those who are powerful, very, very powerful, authority, very powerful authority, they cannot develop contamination inside the heart. Like the case of Shankar. When Shankar running behind whom? When Shankar that Mohini, when Shankar running behind Mohini, follow. Still then, Shankar Bhagavan cannot, lose his bhajan. Very powerful. So, Shukdev Goswami giving the example, Naitat samacharet dhatu, Naitat samacharet jatu manasapi anisvara. Those who are not powerful, those who are not authority, they should not do like that. But powerful man can do. Follow. Vasishtha Muni, unknowingly somebody going to give the flesh of human being. Vasishtha Muni was offered. Follow. But still, they are not going to lose power. They have so much power. So, Naitat samachare jatu manusapi, even mentally, those who are not powerful, those who are very weak, bonded soul, those who are bonded soul, very weak, even mentally, they should not imitate. Even mentally, they should not imitate their activities. Shankar Bhagavan can get halahal poison. After churning of Kira Sagar, there was huge amount of poison. It's called halahal poison. You can take one drop, so that you can start competition with Shankar Bhagavan. You are going to start competition with Shankar Bhagavan. Oh, Shankar Bhagavan doing, so you do? Shankar Bhagavan drinking poison, halahal beast. You can also take one drop of poison, foolish idiot. Going to compare. Naitat samachare jatu manasapihi anisvaraha. Those who are not powerful, the bonded soul, even mentally, they should not follow that lila. Even mentally. Parambhajat Keshav Goswami explaining, even mentally it is prohibited. Parambhajat Keshav Goswami is going to explain very nicely, scientifically. Parambhajat Keshav Goswami is explaining, when it is prohibited even mentally, when it is prohibited even mentally, then what to speak about sense organ? We cannot apply our sense organ to do this kind of lila, follow this kind of lila. Keshav Goswami is speaking, mind is the topmost boss of all sense organ. Your mind and my mind, your mind is the topmost boss. Your mind is the topmost boss of all sense organs. Because if mind not going to cooperate with any sense organ, then any activities done by any sense organ has got no value. Follow what I say. If your mind not going to cooperate, then any of your sense organs going to do any activities, it has got no value. It is meaningless. Follow what I say. So it is impossible. So Kesava Goswami is speaking, if it is even it is prohibited by mental exercise, even mental exercise of the lila is totally prohibited. Then what to speak about bonded soul, those who are trying to apply their sense of, well, we can get Raganuga Bhakti, Rupanuga Bhakti, foolish number one. Kesava Goswami is speaking, I can open books and so you cannot fight with me. Whatever you like to do, you can do. Dharmo vatikramadishto isvaranancha sahasam tejiyasam no doshayu vannehe sarvo vuyo yatha naitat samachare jatu manashayopihi anisvaraha vinashvati acharat modrat yatha rudro advijambisam. If somebody is going to imitate, then surely he is going to die, get destroyed. Vinashvati acharat maudrat. Unknowingly, out of his ignorance, if somebody is going to follow this lila, he can just get destroyed. So, Sukdev Goswami is speaking, Naitat samacharet jatu manasa yopihi anisvaraha vinashvati acharat maudrat yatha rudro advijambisam. Like only and only, by the mercy of Supreme Lord Krishna, Shankar Bhagavan can digest. Shankar Bhagavan can take poison inside body. But one drop of poison we cannot bear. So now, I like to clarify this point, that Krishna doing acharan, Shankar Bhagavan doing acharan, sometimes we find some disparity with them, but here Sukdev Goswami is speaking, Iswaranam vachaha satyam tathaiva acharitam kachit. When one powerful man, powerful demigods like Shankar Bhagavan, like Bhagavan himself, or any powerful Shankar Bhagavan, all they are doing, you will have to follow their instruction. You will have to follow their instruction, not their activities. Sometimes Shankar Bhagavan doing some activities. Follow. Sometimes Shankar Bhagavan doing some activities, which you can misunderstand. 100%. Sometimes Krishna Bhagavan doing some activities, you can misunderstand. And all Muni Rishi, they are sometimes doing some. Externally you can find they are making some mistake, but actually it is not mistake. It is one kind of milestone. They are making mistake, they are going to show us, we have done mistake, be careful. We have done mistake, be careful about that. So our Guru Varga teach us, don't speak that Muninam Chavi Brahmaha. Those who are Muni Rishi, they are also making mistake. So what problem if I am doing mistake? Somebody can fight with me. Maharaj, those Mani Rishi, they are also making mistake. So what wrong if I do mistake? This kind of question is totally obsolete. This is not at all devotional question. It is Mayavadi question. So the answer is there. That they can have their path, they can have their, they are not making any mistake. Like Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni making mistake. After that begging for pardon, that is all for our teachings. Durvasa Muni, if Durvasa Muni is not there, if Ambarish Maharaj is not there, if this kind of event not going to happen, then how we can understand the glories of Bhagavan and Bhakti? Aham bhakta paradhino, he asatantro ivo dijo. How we can understand? So it's a must. Bhagavan playing like, different kind of lila with Mani Rishi. Those Mani Rishi, apparently they are making some mistake, but surely I should not imitate them. That's why Shukdev Goswami is speaking, Ishwaranam vachaha satyam tathaiva acharitam kachit. Those who are powerful, Shankar Bhagavan, Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, they are speaking something. So you will have to follow them. If you want to reconcile, they are speaking this and doing this, then you can die. Because scientifically, if I explain through Gopi Gita, then I can prove what Bhagavan Sri Krishna is speaking, what Bhagavan Sri Krishna is speaking, that he is doing, but you misunderstand him. Rasa dance not going to prove. Rasa dance not going to prove that Krishna is going to break his code of conduct. This Rasa Leela not going to prove that Bhagavan Sri Krishna is going to break all rules and regulations. That doesn't mean Bhagavan is going to some mistake, illegal thing, not that. So, I can prove scientifically that Bhagavan Rasa Leela is not going to break his own activities, acharan. What is the acharan of Krishna? Krishna going to do something. Maybe it is Vastaram Leela, maybe it is Rasa Leela, whatever it may be. But what Krishna is speaking, Krishna is doing. But you have the 100% possibility to misunderstand him. You have the 100%, but you can misunderstand him. But you don't know what Krishna promised, what Krishna is doing, what Krishna is speaking, all same. That's why Shukdev Goswami is going to give warning to us. That's why Shukdev Goswami is going to give some warning to us. Ishwaranam vachaha satyam tathaiva acharitam kachit. If you say, why Shankar Bhagavan running behind Mohini, so I can also run. Then you try to take one drop of poison, after that you can imitate. After that you can imitate Shankar Bhagavan. Foolish. So it's not possible. Shankar Bhagavan speaking, Shastra Siddhanta, sometime in Bhagavatam there is evidence that Shankar Bhagavan playing with Parvati Devi. Rishi Muni going to enter that place. Okay, they are busy with some other thing. So they go away. Ilavarta Varsho, Pradunno, Suddunno. If you enter there, you can become woman. Shankar and Parvati playing. In that case, some Muni Rishi enter. They say, oh, they are busy. Then they go away. So Shankar Bhagavan can play. Shankar Bhagavan is Atmaram. Shankar Bhagavan is saturated. Still, Shankar Bhagavan, he has to play with Parvati Devi. Otherwise, how creation can come? Whole material creation coming from Parvati, Mahamaya, follow. So, don't try to find any fault with Shankar Bhagavan. Shankar Bhagavan is Atmanam, Kam Vijay, Kam Joyi. Shankar Bhagavan has controlling over his sense organ. That's why whole demigods, society, they respect Shankar Bhagavan. Shankar Bhagavan has full controlling over his sense organs. Follow what I say. So Atmaram, Atmukam. If there is Kama, so Shankar Bhagavan can feel Kama, not that. By watching one Kama, by watching one woman, Shankar Bhagavan can feel not that. So what to speak about Shankar? What to speak about Bhagavan Sri Krishna? So Shukdev Goswami is going to speak. Please, you cannot understand the activities of Bhagavan, Shankar, you cannot understand the activities of the Supreme Lord Krishna. You can find some fault with them, they are doing Rasa Leela, this, that. But it is my advice to you, Shukdev Goswami is speaking, Iswaranam Vachaha Satyam. What they are speaking is 100% perfect. Like, Shankar Bhagavan speaking Gita. What Gita you know? Brahma Gita we know, Srimad Bhagavad Gita we know, Garbha Gita, we know so many Gita, we know. And Shankar Bhagavan going to speak Gita in front of some devotees. Follow? In front of some devotees, speaking Brahma Gita, we have so many Gita, here also Gita. So Shankar Bhagavan speaking some advice, which externally you can find some disparity. So Sukadeva Goswami speaking, don't try to imitate them. Those who are powerful like Shankar or our Bhagavan Sri Krishna or Nityananda, what they are speaking, you can do it. Why Nityananda going there? Why Nityananda doing this way? You cannot put question. So, Iswaranam vachaha satyam tathaiva acharitam, according to their advice, you will have to lead your life. If you want to say that Krishna Bhagavan playing with gopis, I can also play. Sukadeva Goswami said, don't do that. It has some inner meaning. So, Iswaranam vachaha satyam, what they are speaking, that is very perfect, you will have to follow that. Only will have to follow their speech, advice. Iswaranam vachaha satyam tathaiva acharitam kachit tesam yat savacho yuktam buddhimanastam samacharit stam tat samacharit. What speaking? Iswaranam vachaha satyam tathaiva acharitam kachit tesam yat savacho yuktam buddhiman stat samacharit. Those who are really intelligent, they cannot imitate Shankar Bhagavan or Bhagavan Sri Krishna. They must follow the advice given by Shankar Bhagavan or Sri Krishna Bhagavan. They can follow. They should not imitate. It is very dangerous, very, very dangerous. It is very dangerous, very. So, by the help of satsanga, we in Kartik Vrata month, we have taken resolution to do satsanga and to avoid asatsanga. In the whole Kartik Vrata, I promise you, I am going to get satsanga, give you satsanga, and we like to avoid asatsanga. Be it sure. So, you should remember the sloka, don't forget. Only by the help of satsanga, you can cut material bondage and get eternal service unto the Lord's feet of Bhagavan is possible. Bahavo matpadam prapta trashto kaya dhavadayu brisaparava balirvano mayascha ato vibhishana sugriva hanuman niksho gajo griddho maniko patah vyadaha kubja braje goppo yajya patnos tatha pari tenadhito sutigana nopasito mahattama abrata tapta tapaso satsangyatman upagata vancha kalpatarvasya ke pasindu vacha patitanam pavana bhavishna pyo namo.